Yeah, as I told you, first you need to verify whether the Spring Boot feature is installed. This is mandatory, okay? Spring Boot feature is required. So you can just go and check your Eclipse Marketplace. Under installed, okay? So Spring Tools 4. So it is the next generation of Spring Boot tooling for your favorite coding environment. Okay, make sure that this you have with you. That's all. So in my case, it is installed, is it not? So once you verify this installation, we're not creating any Maven projects now onwards. Okay, we'll be not creating any Maven projects. So here we'll be creating Spring starter projects. Search for Spring here. Spring starter projects. Okay, in Spring Boot, we'll not be creating any Maven projects. We'll be creating Spring starter project. Yes. So service URL, it is creating a project from this particular Spring startup website. Okay. So I'll just give the name of the project. Hmm? So I'll create a hello world application. Hello world. So when you have multiple words, just separate with a hyphen. Hmm? So type, you need to select Maven. You need to select Maven. Okay. So by default, what was that? Gradle Groovy. You have to select Maven. You can just observe here packaging is jar, language Java, the version is 17. So here you need to create a group com dot stack dot training artifact. It will take same as your project name. Hello iPhone world version snapshot package you need to change. Okay. Com dot stack dot training dot hello world. So package name should be single word. I find still people giving package names with the capital letters. Description, if you want, you can just write this. Okay. Spring Boot Hello World application. Hello World application. So that's all. This is the same what we did previously. Make sure that you select your Maven. Yeah. Then click on next. So we're using a Spring Boot version 3.2. And just look here. Here we need to select new Spring Starter Project dependencies. This is the place where we are selecting dependencies. This is what called as opinionated view. Here, approach. So just look here, people. So I'm creating a web application, right? I'll search for web. I'll search for web. So I'm getting here Spring Web. Spring Web. So I select now, I'll get it here. Got the point? So I'm getting a simple Hello World application. So only Spring Web is enough. Only Spring Web is enough. So just look here. If I want to use MySQL, I'll search for MySQL. Now I'm getting MySQL. So when I just click here, it will be adding this. Okay. So you can make it clear selection. So like that, there are various dependencies you can select. So what else we selected in the previous case? Yeah, JDBC now, for example. So JDBC API. So this will remove the task of we going to the Maven repository, searching for the dependencies. Again, you're searching for the version and copying and pasting it in the form.xml. So all these things are removed here. This particular feature. So I'm just including web. I'll search for web. So I'll just select Spring Web. That's all. Click on next. So it will create a web project artifact from this particular website. So just click on finish. So you can just see on the bottom right. So it's importing the content. It's importing the content. So it'll create a project. It'll create a Spring Boot particular project. Okay, for the first time it has to be downloading the project structure and the dependencies from the website. So once for the next time it will get the details from the local repository. Only for the first time it will take time. Hmm? Yes, you can just check out people here. Yeah, the Hello World project is created on the top. The Hello World project is created on the top. And you can just see here there is a keyword boot. There's a keyword boot. So it clearly tells it is a Spring Boot project when compared to others. So just expand this Hello World. You can just see SRC main Java. The base package is created. The base package is created. And we have this. What is this? The main class. So what is this? Entry point of your web application. This is the entry point of your web application. So what this has the feature? Component scan. It has this particular annotation. We'll do the component scan. What is component scan? To find the controllers. Where is it? To find the controllers location. So everything will be automatically configured. Everything will be automatically configured. And we have your SRC main resources. SRC main resources. Okay. And here we have this one file, one configuration file of a Spring Boot application dot properties. So it's as of now it's an empty file. It's an empty file. We does not require any namespaces also. Yesterday in XML we are getting error in namespaces. So all those things are not required. I'll just show you what we need to do. Next, we have this below SRC main. So here you need to create what is that? Web app folder, all those things. If you have a view technology like JSP, here we need to create it. Otherwise, it's not required. So this is the thing. So now as usual, yeah, form.xml. I just want to show you the form.xml. Form.xml. So once you create a project, what we do normally, I'll go to form.xml and we add the dependencies. Is it not? Here, dependencies are automatically added. Why? Because we selected that web. We selected that web. So that's why we're getting the dependencies. There is no version. So that will take from which one? It will match with the Spring Boot version. It will automatically download the dependencies. Okay. You can just see here. This is a parent tag I was explaining. Okay. This based on this, it will configure the Java version. Plus the dependency management. Everything is managed by that. And we have a test. Okay. So here, plugin is for Maven. This is also automatically created. So just see your Maven dependencies. Jar files are automatically download it by default, whatever is required for that. Yeah. So that's the thing. So now we'll create a controller. We'll create a packages. Basically, we'll create a packages. So under hello world, this is a base package, right? So under this, I'll create a new package. We'll create a new package. Hello world dot controller. So the controller package is created. Hmm? So next, I'll create a new class. Once the controller package is created, I'll create a new class. So as we did previously, hello world controller. Hello world controller. So as of now, I'll give the annotation rest controller. I'll give the annotation rest controller. Because I don't have any views. I'm not using any view technology as of now. Okay, I just want to display text. So that's why I'm just using the rest controller. So just look here, when you're not getting these suggestions, so what does it mean? The jar files, these are all a part of which one? The Spring Web jar file. Okay, so it's not properly updated. So what we need to do? We need to do the Maven update. We'll do the Maven update. Okay, so you right click on your project, Maven update project. Here select the force update. Okay, fine. So I'm getting suggestions here. It should be from again Spring Frame work. I'm getting this. So now normally the methods. Okay, public string say hello. So return. So yesterday we wrote the name of the JSP file. Yesterday we wrote the name of a JSP file. Okay. So here now I'm giving a text. Why? So what the REST API means what? We can return the data in the form of which one? JSON, XML and text. Okay. So hello world from Spring Boot. So this is the text I'm just trying to return. So for this, I'm using the get mapping annotation. It's creating a method only. Get mapping annotation. Okay. So this I will map to slash. Slash refers to root. Slash refers to root. So this get mapping should be to root. Okay. So once you do this, as I told you, we are not using this Tomcat. We are not using this particular server Tomcat. Okay. Why? Because Spring Boot means what? We have embedded Tomcat. We'll get embedded Tomcat. Got it? So I installed that Spring Tools, right? We install the Spring Tools. So once you install the Spring Tools, if you say see above, I'm getting this Spring Boot dashboard. Boot dashboard, you can just see this one icon will get. So do not use this. So for confusion, if you want, you can close the server tab. Close the server tab to avoid confusion. And just look here, people. Here we have a boot dashboard. One icon will you get it. Okay. So I'll just click on this icon. So now I'm getting a boot dashboard here. Boot dashboard here. I'm getting a embedded Tomcat server. I'll expand this. Okay. And here you have my project. Hello world. So we're not using Tomcat, external Tomcat. So Spring Boot as what? Internal Tomcat server. Internal Tomcat, embedded Tomcat server. So you can just see a Hello World project is here. A local is nothing but name of the server itself. Local host. Okay. The name of server. So I'll just select this Hello World and I'll start the process. Start the server here. You can click on this particular button. Start or restart. So you can just see here. I just expanded that. Increase the size. Console. So you can just see here. I'm getting a Spring Boot logo. When I start the boot dashboard, that server, I'm getting this Spring Boot logo, the version. I'm getting the various processes. Okay, you can just see here. Starting Hello World application using Java 19. Tomcat initialized with the port number 8080 default. Okay. Then starting service Tomcat, everything. Just look here, initializing Spring embedded web application context. What is this? This is a Spring container. We are creating a web application, right? So all this will be automatically configured where in the Spring Boot application annotation. Initialization completed in this so many milliseconds. Tomcat started on port number. Okay. Started our application in 1.283 seconds. Got it? So if you're getting this logo and this message, what does it mean? My application is running. My application is running. As well as in the boot dashboard, this is in console, okay? In the boot dashboard, you get this up arrow symbol. You get this up arrow symbol telling that this application is running successfully. Okay? इसको पता चल गया टी रेडी हो गया देखो. So just look at people. This arrow symbol refers application is running. So that's all. Now I'll open a browser. I'll open a browser. So HTTP localhost 8080. Yes, people just look here. I'm getting an output. HTTP localhost 8080. So what I'm getting? Hello world from Spring Boot. I'm getting hello world from Spring Boot. You can just see here. So I'm just calling. Why we are getting that? I'm not calling any methods. This is for root. This is for root. Okay. For example, so just look here, people. I'll write one more method. I'll write one more method. Okay. I'll write one more method. Slash test. So public some data. So method name is get test. Okay. So I'm not passing any parameter. I'm not passing any parameter. So I'll just remove this. Okay, I'm just writing one more method here. Now we are giving a different mapping name. So what is this? This is a home page. This should be for the home, for the root. Now I'm giving slash test. So once we make modifications, right? Once we make modifications, we need to restart the server. Once I make a modifications, I'll go to boot dashboard and just say restart the server. Actually, you did not do that. We can add one more dependency which will automatically restart the server on if you make any changes. It will automatically find if you're making changes and it will automatically restart. That I'll tell you next project in the next example. So the server is restarted. So now what should I give here? Same URL with slash test. Same URL, but I'm just giving slash test like this. So previously it was what? To the root. Previously it was for the root. Now for the slash test. Got the point? So you are giving slash test. If you just give. So creating a project is very simple. It is simplified. Creating a project is very much simplified. So I'll just quickly do this. Now just look here. Application.properties. I'll stop the server. So where my server is running? 80. So I'll just stop the server. Go to this file. Application.properties. So I can specify some. So here, this is the, what is that? Comments. So in properties file, we can apply comments using hash. Server dot port equals 8082, for example. For the point, application.properties, I'll just change my port number of server. Like this, database URL, everything should be given from here. So now 8082. So I'll go to boot dashboard. Again, my server is stopped, right? If I now refresh the browser, I'll get 40 resource not found. Is it not? Because my server is stopped. So now we have this is only one configuration file. Just look here. We're writing the code in the form of what? Java. Like e1 dot first name equals James. Like that you are writing that format. Okay. No namespaces or nothing is required. So now again I'll start that server. Now the port number will be changed. You can just see now it is running now in 8082. 8082. So like this, all these things we need to change in the application dot properties file. So now I need to run with the port number 8082, this one. Okay. So this, if I refresh, I'll get an error because my application is running a different port. So I'll just change it to 82 to the root. So like this. Okay. So like this, we're creating a simple Spring Boot application. So creation of bootstrapping the Spring Boot application is simple. So we'll go for a tea break. So hope everyone should come back.